Hello everyone, my name is Christy. You can call me Christy or a lot of people call me Crudy, and I am a news fan. Basically, today I want to talk about Songs of Tokyo. So if you don't know, Songs of Tokyo is a kind of special program that NHK World has been producing for the past 3 years or so. It's basically a show where its purpose is to introduce the world to J-pop and Japanese music. This show was created, I think, to kind of expand Japanese culture throughout the world in preparation for the Olympics in 2020. I think Japan is really pushing to kind of get some of their more popular culture out into the world in preparation for the Olympics, because there's going to be a lot of spotlight on Japan around next summer. So they kind of want to, I guess, promote the things that aren't, maybe people don't really know too much about, and one of that is J-pop. It's not really like an international commodity that like K-pop is. I feel like a lot of people associate Japanese music with like anime, and I think maybe part of the reason Songs of Tokyo exists is to introduce people to groups or genres of music that are not necessarily associated to anime, but sometimes they do highlight like anime related songs. But I think it's kind of just like expand the world's knowledge of Japanese music. Why am I specifically talking about this here on my channel dedicated to Johnny's and to News? Well, that's because News has been on this show 3 times. This show started out as like a special broadcast for the first 2 years, or 2 times it's been aired, and then it went to more of like a serial, like episodic type of show where I think there's only like 3 episodes. They're very rare. And then they had like another festival recently. And all 3 of these big production shows, the festival type shows, not the individual episodes, News has been a featured artist on it. And as a News fan, I am eternally grateful to NHK for inviting News in the first place and for keeping on inviting them back every year. So if you don't know, I don't live in Japan. I live in the US. I live like outside Washington DC, essentially. Obviously, as an American, I don't get Johnny's content, or especially News content, regularly or like readily available to me, and so having something like Songs of Tokyo where News has been featured 3 times is wild. So I am a person who has never seen News live. There are a few international fans who have been very lucky and they've been able to go see News, or people who live in Japan who have been able to see News, but I've been a fan for a very long time and I have never seen them before. I've been to Japan once and I almost got to go to their concert, but there was not enough planning for me to be able to go to their concert, so I didn't have enough time. It was a whole thing. Everything I have is pretty much, like all of my News merch is all stuff that I have purchased for, people have purchased for me at concerts, like any of my concert goods. All of this is purchased through people, well actually not this, I got this online on their like special online sale for the strawberry t-shirt, but anyway, everything that I own is difficult to get. Every CD and every DVD that I have hasn't counted for their single rankings in Japan because I live outside. It's shipping to someplace outside of Japan, so it doesn't count for the Oricon charts. I've never been able to really buy concert goods and go see a concert myself. I don't get to watch them on TV. Like everything I get out of News is like what I would call like secondhand, or it's really difficult to achieve. You have to know the right people, you have to know the right places, and basically get in at the right time to be able to get anything. I'm not even really able to be a part of the fan club, so you know, the life of an international fan is painful. There's a lot of joy I get a lot of joy from being a News fan, but it's difficult, you know, and something like Songs of Tokyo has been like a huge blessing and just something that I appreciate so much, and have my favorite Johnny's group be able to watch them in my living room is amazing. NHK World is a channel that is free, I think. Yeah, it's free. At least in the US it is. It's not like part of any extended cable package. It's part of really basic cable. So it's super accessible, and it's something I can turn on the TV and watch whatever I want. The first time news was on Songs of Tokyo was one of the happiest moments in my fangirl life. The first time I got to see the broadcast of their first appearance on Songs of Tokyo, I rushed home from work, turned on the TV, and anxiously awaited to see my favorite Japanese idol group on my TV in my living room. I can't describe to you like how amazing that felt, and the fact that I could do that 2 more times was unbelievable. News always puts on an amazing performance, and I'm so eternally grateful that they have been able to be featured on this show so many times, and like the world can know who News is, because of course I, being a fan, know all of their good points, but I am so happy that the rest of the world can see their good point. They're always so charismatic, and their performances are always so good, and they pick such good songs to show, and they always have like a great theme to them. It's just, it's such a treat to watch, and it's subtitled in English, so I don't have to like dig deep into my Japanese knowledge. I can easily understand, I can just see and understand them right in my living room, and it's the best feeling in the world. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to get that out because I'm just like NHK World, thank you so much. Please continue to invite back News because I just want to be able to see them like this for however long you decide to do this show. Please bring News back every time, because I know so many people enjoy their performance. I guess I just wanted to get out my thoughts and express my gratitude to NHK World for keeping on inviting News and introducing them to the world, because I know all their good points and I want everybody else to also. Also, before I go, NHK World, Songs of Tokyo, I know every time you do like this whole, you talk to fans and you're like, oh, who do you like best out of News? Nobody says Shige. Songs of Tokyo, if you want a Shige fan, like I'm open. If you want to give Shige some real love, I've got it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more News and Johnny's related content from me. I will see you next time. Bye bye!